Wealth Nation presents Focus on the Journey. What would you say if I told you that by adopting one simple principle, you could achieve mass success while enjoying the process? In fact, this one principle is often the difference between a lifetime of happiness or misery. What is this one principle, you ask? Glad you asked. This one principle is the realization that the journey itself is both the success and the reward. George Bernard Shaw nailed it when he said, "Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself." I agree. Creating yourself is key. But how do you create yourself while incorporating the journey itself into your life? Allow me to share a short story about the journey. Upon graduation from an MBA program, my friend Eric started an online company to deliver online programs to working professionals. His goal was to have 10,000 enrollments go through the company, and in the process, change the social fabric of society. As with any entrepreneurial activity, getting started is always the most difficult. His was no exception. However, after many failures and setbacks, Eric began to build traction. It took 3 years of his life and everything he had. Literally, all of his time and little capital he scrounged together went into the venture. As he zeroed in on 10,000 enrollments, a funny thing happened. Eric changed his goal from 10,000 to 25,000. The company reached 10,000 enrollments and flew right by it. And when he reached 10,000 enrollments, he smiled for a brief moment before jumping right back into achieving 25,000 enrollments. As Eric neared that mark, once again he changed his goal to 50,000 enrollments. And as 50,000 enrollments came into sight, he changed his goal again to 100,000 enrollments. Are you starting to see a pattern? What I haven't mentioned is that his life was miserable. Yes, the business began to thrive and prosper, but at the expense of himself and, unfortunately, all those around him. So-called conventional wisdom would say that this is the price of success. Eric believed conventional wisdom until he had to make a choice. So-called conventional wisdom dictated that he had to make a choice to have a life filled with meaningful relationships or have a successful business. In this scenario, each option is mutually exclusive. It's one or the other. On one hand is a life rich with memories, smiles, love, and laughter. On the other, a life filled with material riches and financial freedom. What would you choose? My entrepreneurial mindset and can-do attitude challenged me to blend both options together. It was one of the most difficult things I've done. Fast forward a few years, and Wealth Nation has far exceeded all my goals and expectations, and I have enjoyed the process. What's the secret, you ask? The journey is the reward and the success. All too often, entrepreneurs create a big, hairy, audacious goal. The fortunate few who achieve it are usually miserable. Lack of time, sleep, and meaningful interactions is a very high price to pay for success. When the goal becomes the means to the end, well, something's wrong. After all, a goal is just a goal. When I realized that the journey is both the reward and the success, an amazing thing happened. My business took off as I shot past every goal. Coincidence? Not a chance. On a personal note, I believe the harder I work, the luckier I get. Enjoying the journey had me enjoying life. As I began to enjoy life, I was happier and had more to give my family, friends, customers, staff, and community. In a very real way, by taking care of myself, I expanded my reach and my ability to take care of everything and everyone else around me.